Hey, you guys. Happy Thursday. I actually didn't think I would be coming downtown at all, but somehow it's not as hot down here. But I just got here. And then I just stopped on it. But it doesn't feel as sticky. I just switched to the LTE network. I'm using T-Mobile again. Back to T-Mobile. Looks like it's hitting its normal speeds now. I might have to flip back and forth. I generally do flip between 5G Ultra or whatever the other one is called, and LTE anyway, so I'm just gonna be thankful for Sprint. I mean, T-Mobile. I mean, Sprint. So it's not as muggy down here as it could be, but I'm starting to feel the mugginess coming on, actually. So I'm just gonna follow the walk signs. We're gonna try to stay in the shade. But I love the city in the summertime. I'm gonna cross one more time. How's your week going, Will? How's everybody's week going? Almost to Friday. I don't know that that particularly matters. Maybe to Joe. Our Monday through Friday guy. We're heading to the historic core. And then, hey, how are you? We, maybe we'll just walk towards Little Tokyo. I honestly thought it was just going to be so miserable down here. I remember coming down here in the summertime one other time, and it was just like Manhattan in the summertime. That's excellent. I've got to be honest with you, just on that topic. I think the customs were more than the package was worth. I was kind of blown away. It was a big deal sending anything. I mean, that wasn't a big deal, but I mean, like, unlike the olden days before 9/11, I could have shoved that in a mailbox. I'm gonna give us a little space between these ladies on their lunch break and me on my leisurely stroll. There's this other little poor mall that we go to sometimes that used to have a Macy's as the giant, like, flagship and draw. It was the last department store in downtown Los Angeles, and it just closed not this past year, but this year. I'm not a super Macy's fan. Of course, this last year I really haven't been buying anything. But, I don't know. I read that actually, or I heard that on the news that some European postal systems would not work with the U.S. postal system until the tariffs were figured out. Well, taco, sorry, really sorry. They'll never get figured out. We'll never get that panettone from my nonna this year. It is just a little bonkers crazy. I love stability. If there's one thing you can get from watching the live stream, is that I love stability. Whether it's stability in my sound, stability in my stream, stability in my nation. Makes it tricky. I also just kind of worry about Gen Z with my heart, not like a mean Gen Z complaining stare. Kind of thing. Grand. I almost want to turn up Grand Avenue, but in almost 90 degrees, it's just not fun to walk the hill. But we're gonna go that way anyway. We'll pop back down towards the historic core. Thank you guys for joining on this gray LA walk. We'll do a sky check real quick. Grayish blue. If it is your first time here, it actually looks a lot bluer in the screen. Please feel free to do one of those things. You always love that. Forever in time. That gentleman will be clearing his nose. I kind of feel bad. Bad timing. Alright. I don't know where that's coming from, but I'm going to take another opportunity to cross. Just trying to stay where the shade is. All in all, this is not a bad 87 degrees thus far. We haven't walked through Pershing Square, which I'm sure is an oasis from the heat. But we can. Huh? Yeah, yesterday the humidity was like 69%. 30% is still not too lovely, but workable. It does make the 86 or 87 degrees that it is feel like it's just 86 or 87 instead of like 94. I'm crossing here. I'm going to go left. We'll walk by the Biltmore. Everybody loves the Biltmore. We'll check out Pershing Square. And just, we are going to be playing GTA 5 tomorrow as a members live stream. And go to some of our favorite spots in real life, but in GTA 5. It should be fun. $5:30 Pacific Standard Time, that is. Or Pacific. Hey JK. How are you? Just doing a Dtla today. I wanted to have a nice solid stream after my week. I could be spelt W-E-E-K or W-E-A-K, run with Verizon. We did it in the daytime, we did it in the nighttime, we did it in the hills, we did it in Hollywood. It just wasn't the best effort. Michaela! I forgot the Z, sorry. Welcome, welcome, thanks for joining. Here's our public library. Or at least the facade of the old, or actually this is the new part. Public library burned down, I can't remember, late 90s. Somebody on here will know for sure. And they kind of just rebuilt a facade around it. We've gone in it a couple times. It's pretty cool. We totally just skipped the Biltmore, but we'll take a look around. I hope you're experiencing low humidity in Vancouver. Beautiful Biltmore Hotel as seen in Ghostbusters. No, that's for real. It's the other side that was seen in Ghostbusters. Joseph will be in Vancouver. He's gonna do a walking live stream from Vancouver. I'm kidding. I feel like there are a couple of really nice Canadian live streamers. Like Ken Continuum, I think that's one guy that I watched or watch every once in a while. When I want a dose of, I'm so glad I live in California, I don't have to deal with the brutal cold, snowy weather. But honestly, I can't remember where the Ken Continuum is in Canada. I just know Canada. I feel like maybe Vancouver. Oh my gosh. So this is one of those times I'm really excited because I have two phones. I'm using my old phone and old network right now, but for 1 second I have this app that I bought for like $1 or $2 a couple years ago, and it's a little ridiculous, but it's like a ghost voice EM translator or something like that. And mostly it's ridiculous, but every once in a while it'll pick up something really apropos. Unfortunately, this phone's gonna go back very soon because I mean not this phone, but the Verizon phone, so I'll be back to my cheap, horrible phone and this one. which means one phone. Ghostbusters. They did change the sign for Ghostbusters. Imagine a time when all of these shops were like busy and full of bars and cafes. And there was a fountain in the middle of Pershing Square. And trees, and people could get some shade. Not today's Pershing Square. It's built for flying your helicopter into on GTA 5, which we'll be playing tomorrow night at 5:30. Please join, members. Or it'll just be Joe and I playing with ourselves. Playing GTI with, GTA, GTI. Alright, so for the past couple months that we've been walking around on this street, just somewhere around Pershing Square, there was this sandwich shop that was slated to open, I feel like since June. I'm not getting a sandwich today. I kind of ate before I left. It's a no food Thursday. Well, we'll see. Hey, Nomad. There it is. It's still not open. It's Aunt Eleanor's Sandwiches. And Will, I'm glad you're here because you can answer this burning question I have. I'm gonna jaywalk. I'm definitely watching myself. So this place, I guess what their claim to fame will be, again, so we've been walking by since June. LA's home for Dutch Crunch. Can you tell us what that is? What is Dutch Crunch? I can't wait for it to open because I love a sandwich. I figured. I want them to open a Febo here, Febo, if I'm saying that right. They had this thing called it was like 0.50 guilders back when guilders were still a thing. It was called a round cheese souffle. But I mean in Dutch, a rund Käse souffle or something like that. It was so good. It was like a McDonald's old-fashioned apple pie, except it was full of cheese. Gouda, maybe. Tiger bread. Maybe it uses tiger bread. Alright, this is a unfortunate moment, but alright. So, imagine coming downtown and just wanting to chill in the park. I love Dtla. They really got to put some trees over here. It's just so hot. Oh. It still sounds good to me. I honestly ate so many things from that Febo because it was cheap. Also the cow udder croquet or whatever that was, before I knew it was a cow udder. I think they should bring back the automatic restaurants. I think people would really go for that. People don't like talking to people as it is. Just, scan something and open a little door or and get your piece of pie or char grilled steak, whatever it may be. It's a croquette, yeah. So good. And it's kind of like curry flavored. We're at 6th and Hill. We're gonna walk one more over. I think Broadway is definitely should be part of our plate. I do think I'm gonna kind of want to cross to the other side of the street. It's like a man from the 1950s in his suit. Yeah. The shadier side for sure. It was, I think, the croquette. Which I think a lot of like Dutch words are really kind of similar to English words, or I find it really easy to read and translate, but I also took German, that might be why, and they're all kind of Germanic languages. But I can only say, do you have a cigarette for me in Dutch, I think. I'm sure I could say more. I'm gonna let you guys look at the jewelry. Christmas is only 102 days away. I only say that because mountain bike reminded us it was 103 days away yesterday, I think. We are in historic downtown. Los Angeles Theater. Hey, have you guys seen this face over here? Where's LA Unknown? Larger sticker, but it's kind of everywhere. I'll point it out. Hey, LA Unknown. Can you please tell us about that one? If you can. I just, like on my feed, I saw a YouTube video. I forgot what this dude's name is. It's not the guy from The Office. Hey, IKWYM. I had to read it slowly so I didn't flip any letters. Yeah. Can I get in? Sure, what do you want to say? All right, now it's looking at you.
Downtown LA, big beautiful city. You know?
Right, I agree.
A lot of conception going on, but it's still a beautiful place.
Right.
Fruits and shit. How long you been out here?
You mean in California?
Yeah.
20-something years.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where did you originally come from?
Boston.
Okay. That's a big switch.
Yeah, well.
You still a Celtics fan?
No. And not the Red Sox either. Okay. Mostly because of how bad they would screw up traffic when I had to drive home. But
right.
Thank you for talking to me.
Hey, no problem.
Have a great day. Take care.
Hey, enjoy your vacation.
Oh, thanks. I live here.
Oh, okay, but every day's a vacation.
Every day is a vacation in California, all right? Take care.
You too, man.
We've never gone to Donut Friend. I don't know if a donut is in order today, or at least not yet. Nice to see you back here. Morgan, that's right. There currently is a YouTube video about Morgan. If you guys love graffiti, which it's kind of easy to in LA, or street art, Um, LA Unknown's been sharing a couple good links with me, and I've been seeing a couple really great stories. Oh, what is this? P.S. Kaufman on graffiti all of a sudden, probably because I've been watching the stuff that LA Unknown has sent me. Oh my god. Daniel, it totally took me one. I'm just gonna call you IY. Your podcast was spectacular, by the way, but I think I told you that while we were on the phone. I am just sweating downtown, walking around. We've had a really weird week because we lose our signal once in a while. I decided to try Verizon, and for the past couple days we've lost our signal every time. So it's been a trying, hot, horrible week. I haven't wanted to come downtown because downtown kind of clutches the heat. Well into the evening. All right. Oh, hey. Hey, Abdul. Still is not fully sunny out yet, so it's might get warmer in a couple of little bit. So we're kind of at the walking up Broadway for a little bit, probably up to what I like lovingly call the food hall. LAB, how's it going? Maybe walk through there and see if anything jumps out at me. I'm really tempted to just... This must have been quite a place at one time. It's like 2 levels of shopping, but it's also air conditioned. Yeah, we will walk in Whitley Heights again. I've really been in Lower Hollywood the past couple days, but we've walked up in the hills. Whitley Heights specifically. We kind of like went on a house tour of like weird houses with weird history, and then stuff that had kind of cult vibes over there in Los Feliz or that area. But I plan on going back there. It's tough because the signal kind of craps out. And really, because everything is live, I live and die. Oops, I live and unalive. I live and unalive by the signal. Also, the Hollywood Heights we've actually done live stream. That's the neighborhood that had up behind the bowl, maybe closer to Hollywood. The elevator neighborhood where you can only get to those really cool old 1920s historical landmark buildings through an elevator. But we often go to places we love over and over again. I probably will go up there, especially as the weather cools off again. And I really Should have gone to the valley earlier, but I definitely have to wait for it to chill out. Or cool off, rather. The signal can be really rough, but sometimes it can be pretty great. It's always surprising. So one time we were doing a cult walk where we were going to different houses in Los Feliz, and a couple of them were on Beechwood, but like, you know, maybe a half a mile up, and we couldn't get to them with the signal. So I made a follow-up video, actual video. I think it's open video too, like not a members video. It is the Precinct, right? Precinct is a downtown gay bar, right? And it's kind of on the verge of closing because they're dealing with a lawsuit right now with one of their employees. I don't want to get into the details of it, but it's kind of a bummer because there really only are two gay establishments that I know of down here. There's that one, and then I forget the name of the other one, but the other one is like the first gay bar down here. Hey. I don't know what she said. What's the name of the other bar, Joseph? I've never actually gone to either of these bars. I feel like whenever I come downtown, I just want to go a streamin', and I don't know if they would like let me in there with a backpack. I don't want to check in my backpack nowhere. Let's look at the $1 Million Theater for a minute. Hey, California Dreamin', we are downtown today. If we still had a Charlie Chaplin emoji, I think we could use it. You know, he was here for some reason or another, if my memory serves me right. Let's move on. Oh, the Bradbury Building. This is just amazing piece of architecture. Kiso Bar, is that the other bar downtown? They let me go in sometimes. They've never stopped me. But I saw somebody at the door. They scared me, so I just wanted to move on. I hate confrontation. Happy Thursday. I've never heard of the Kiso Bar. You really wouldn't know it from the outside how cool the inside of this building is. I think that's its intention. We did a walk down here where we talked about maybe ghostly stuff. And I tried to find something on that building. I could not. That's good to know. I actually don't get down here to party mostly because I don't really party, but I don't get down here to do stuff like that mostly because I come down here to stream and yeah. So right up ahead, that white building is like a slice of the first movie theater, or the first theater built for movies downtown. No plaque, no mention, We walked by this like 100 times before I figured out what it was. It's called the Liberty Theater. I actually found it out before this, but I was kind of, the member videos, which you guys are going to get one this week, today, maybe tomorrow morning. I've been live streaming so much, I have been slowly editing it. I was trying to like maybe do a story on Broadway theaters and downtown Broadway theaters. I read that there was the original Pantages Theater is on Broadway, and it's totally covered up and you can't tell it's a Pantages Theater. All right, how do we do this? So we're gonna take a left over on Main, which is coming up. We're 6th and Main. I want to walk through here because I want to check out these murals, but I also don't want to get hit by a car, so as Joe says, head on a swivel, head on a swivel. I missed that Ariana Grande was touring next year with... Is she gonna put out a new album? Or is it gonna be like stuff Wicked and Wicked 2? I think our Ariana Grande is very talented. I don't know that I could name a lot of her songs, but I like her. Oh, this is for 50 years of hip hop. 2023. Gosh, we've walked by this so many times and I've never actually read the very top of it. Okay. So we're kind of gonna miss the theater. So this is the other bar. The new Jalisco was the first gay bar in Dtla. I've never been here either. And then just putting pieces together. First gay bar in Dtla. We have this Memorial Square up here for a donut shop, but so much more. Hey, Abbott, hey. Well, we should totally go. Joe can write it down, or you could drop a comment, for sure. Gallery Row. So, Cooper Donuts or Donuts. In the olden days, it was in California, it was a DO-Nuts. So it's Cooper Donuts, Nancy Valverde Square. And I think maybe, Daniel, I was telling you about, like, this is kind of the area of the track, or the whatever it was. I keep forgetting what they called it. Just the the track in downtown LA. So we're on Main. I just cross down and go back the way we came, back to the historic core. Hey, Joey B. It's happy Thursday. I was gonna try to go out this morning, but what happened was I called Verizon one last time. I know I'm OCD, to try to see if I was somehow not set up right. I just, I don't like to give up on things, but I do have to give up on Verizon. Dandy, happy Thursday. The sky is still pretty gray. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I do want to take a second while this block is not that exciting, while you are here, to give a shout out to my members who support the channel, help me do things like try out Verizon. I really do appreciate it. So thank you for that. There are a couple of older ones that we maybe need to remove, but they just needed some love. So a couple fireworks, a couple more fireworks. Yay. You guys, thank you so much. Appreciate ya. So we're gonna walk back down towards 7th or 6th. And check out the old hotels. Oh, thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you guys. So I'm gonna, once again, maybe I will not make a promise, but I will once again, I'm gonna go on tomorrow morning. Tomorrow night, we're gonna be playing GTA 5 live for members. This is what's left of the Liberty Theater. Literally changed the way the street ran and just sliced it. It's usually got some nice graffiti on it. Oh, I hate when people do that. That poor guy. It gives me the runs to be stuck in the intersection. Maybe not literally, but figuratively. My stomach just gets sour. Sorry, too much information. Joseph is really great at playing GTA 5. I am a novice, so he'll probably be doing most of the maneuvering. I get really upset once the car gets a dent in it, and then I need to hijack another car. So we're going to be going on the Dtla, sorry. I was like, what is wrong with what I'm saying? Dtla Art Night this Thursday. Of course, we want to see Big Will DJ, so we'll definitely be going to the Hive. I feel like it is September 4th. I thought he said this Thursday, so I don't know if he was playing somewhere else this Thursday, but I believe he told us that he was playing at the Hive for the Dtla Art Night. So we're going to live stream from the Hive and maybe a couple of other places. I think we might just do an old-fashioned wander versus trying to follow a map. I felt like we were limiting ourselves to fun. No, next Thursday is the Dtla art night. Sorry, stutter. And so we'll be going to some of those things next Thursday night in downtown LA. Tomorrow night we do GTA 5. Tomorrow morning I'm just going to do a live stream. And by morning I mean sometime before 12. I will not be calling Verizon for 2 hours tomorrow. It's, you know, I used to come down to downtown LA all the time, but I've never saw it until I mistakenly took a job a couple summers ago as a almost Uber driver kind of thing, except it was called Sidecar. And so I really saw so much of downtown LA and realized that Los Angeles is not that huge. But since live streaming, I've just discovered so much more. And also, we used to do this really frequently, but we would go on like a historical walk. I think I gotta move where my camera's looking. We would go on a historical walk, and I would do research on DTLA, and I would learn even crazier stuff that way. It's so we've come downtown a couple times in the evening, and it's pretty well lit up. Coming to the DTLA art night though is we went to the last one, and the city is so busy, and the sidewalks are packed, and people are everywhere having a good time. It's like everything you want in a city or city living, you know? I think the reason why down DTLA feels safe a lot, feels, I mean, I do feel safe down here, but it feels empty a lot, is because there's not a lot of occupancy down here in the offices. So I think 30% unoccupied. I'm excited for the next art walk. I'm also excited for the next art walk, I gotta say. Ah, Joey B, don't let that stop you from watching. LA is always here for you, even if it's just for a couple nights. A 2-night stand. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to show you this is the Hotel Rosslyn. A grand hotel probably for 3 or 4 years before they built the next hotel. I believe it's okay. I'm gonna just cross. Nobody's coming. I'm good. Nobody's coming. I'm still good. Looking both ways, Joe. I'm still good. It's odd because the setup of this hotel with like the 3 buildings back to back to back connected by a tunnel is the way they built a lot of these hotels down here. This one definitely was built with an elevator in it, I believe. A haunted elevator it has. Hey Mary, happy Thursday. A little later than I said, but Better late than never. So, I'm sorry, behind us was the $1 Million Hotel, not related at all to the $1 Million Theater. And then this is the Hotel Rosslyn. And also, if you remember playing LA Noire, this building, which is not authentic, actually, it's a facade. I mean, there were a lot of buildings designed like that. It kind of reminds me of San Francisco architecture in a way. All right. Yeah, the hotel the hotel lifespan was really short in downtown LA. You had something open up maybe in the late 1800s, Pico House, the Belle of the Ball, then we actually have the Hotel Cecil open up in 1906. 4 years later, they opened one of those hotels behind us, or the Biltmore. So they had a really short lifespan, the hotels. The most doomed of all, of course, is the Hotel Cecil, and that is mostly by proximity of where it is in the city and where it was when the Great Depression hit. I don't know if JK is here. This was the hotel that they used in American Horror Story Hotel. I don't think anything I've ever seen from today's inside looks quite like as opulent as the set from American Horror Story did.
He went through him. Yeah.
So also this hotel is on the corner of the beginning of Skid Row. So pre-depression, when jobs were aplenty, and this was like these were the only hotels in town. They were pretty opulent. Downtown just kept moving. Also, so at one time, the building that we were looking at here was where the Pacific Electric train cars all stopped. So you can see why that was such a busy hub. And then, right over here, we're gonna lose this restaurant very soon as it's closing down. We have Kohl's French dip sandwiches. I believe it was gonna close August 3rd, but they've got a stay of execution till September. They're gonna stay open till September. So this restaurant used to actually, you would walk to your train through this. There are speakeasies down there, or tunnels to the speakeasies down there. And it is Thursday. It is pretty busy. All right, now we're on Los Angeles Avenue. We are going to flip around. I really just wanted to walk by Kohl's. I don't know that I will get to go. I don't know that I will get to go before it closes, but it's going to be one of those places I never. So the Pacific Electric car is gone. This is an area that people just didn't travel to anymore, and these hotels paid the price. I like my feelings on Airbnb kind of vacillate because I certainly like to use Airbnb. It's so easy. I've got dogs. We rent a house. It's not ever a problem to stay with people. We have people to stay with and it's lovely. But I always feel like it's an imposition to have two dudes, two dogs. One of them is crazy. So I love using Airbnb when we travel. But at the same time, I know that housing is just terrible here. But that's not stopping me from using Airbnb. I don't have any conviction. I just want to make a peace, make my peace hypocritically, I guess. Oh, you're welcome. I don't do it often because in the very beginning of doing this, somebody warned me not to do that, so I kind of give you every other street. Also, I'm on a delay, so I'm a couple seconds ahead of you. I think about 30 seconds ahead of you in reality as to what you see. So if you want to see something or you miss something, like toot sweet, tell me toot sweet. Otherwise, I'm already 2 blocks behind or ahead while I get that message. I'm crossing here. We're gonna walk through the Spring Street Arcade. It'll be a little cool spot. Then we're gonna just go check out the food hall. Maybe Joe would like a donut. Sixth and Spring Street. One of my favorite things on 6th Street is this sign right here. It looks way better from the other side, but I'll get a close-up of it. The sign shows me we're committed to offering you a good price on a beeper because that is $6.95 in neon for a beeper. $6.95. You can't go wrong with this. Right? Oh, that's okay. I was just saying, right? So they can hear me. $6.95 for a beeper. Look at that sign. From when I was a teenager. Beepers right up there, right? It's a good deal. I miss the beeper days sometimes. Have a great day.
I had one.
I didn't. I could never afford one. They were never $6.95 where I lived. That would have been great. Take care of yourself. Kind of cool too, but that really does show commitment. $6.95 beeper. She was laughing at the microphone clipped to my hat. Thanks, BD. We'll still walk through the Spring Street Arcade. We'll just walk around the back way. Oh, let me zoom out. I just love the windows. Like that corner office at the top, that window, or if they converted this into a house, that'd be an amazing mansion. But if they converted it into like apartments, that is the window I would want. I never had a beeper either. My first phone was like that Nokia one that everyone had, AT&T. I had a Palm Pilot. I loved the Palm Pilot actually. It was made you feel like you were on Star Trek or something. But then I had the weird Nokia that everybody had.
Yeah, yours.
So the Spring Street Arcade over here is just a lovely property. It's going to be empty. Unfortunately, it always is. But when we came here during the Dtla Art Walk, it was in bloom. Sorry. Edie, that lady was laughing at my microphone placement. Happy Thursday. Isn't this like a beautiful spot? Pardon that beep. Oh, that beep is pretty incessant, right? That's the one. Finland's finest. Dude, Finland was on top of the world when everyone had that Nokia phone. Then I had a Palm. After having the Nokia, I had a BlackBerry, which I gotta tell you, I really, 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 really loved. I could walk down the street and text and not even look down. What I've just discovered though in the past week is I can also do that with my iPhone. I text way better when I'm not looking at the keypad. And we're gonna go up. Yes, Tom of Finland made the Nokia phone. I've modeled my entire physique after that Nokia phone. I'm a little bullet. I'm working on a Tom of Finland winter physique right now. We've been working out. I think that will, at that point, I'll start coming on the live stream, getting in front of the camera. In my leather outfit. Kidding, I'm kidding. We should probably change the subject. People start looking that up, they're gonna think we're nutters. Also, the art night, they opened up the Hotel Alexandria. We got to go into the bar here, which was pretty cool. We could go into the last bookstore, but I have to check my backpack in, and I have to tell you, it is so sweaty from being down here. It probably won't be nice for the person who has to take it. You mean 187? This is amazing though. The last bookstore is pretty amazing. The issue is it's an old bank, so we can get in only so far before we lose our signal. I never had a beeper. Oh, that was just fucking weird. I don't know if you saw that lady, but she literally walked backwards into me and I touched her. All right, I'm gonna try to cross one more time. We're gonna take a right up ahead. I know we walked this way already. I feel like this whole week has been many glitches in the Matrix. I didn't realize this car was painted camouflage. I actually thought it just had Bondo on it for 1 second. Oh my, it's the AT&T store. Or it used to be. Oh no. I keep seeing also for weird glitchy Matrix things, there's this guy that pops up. He's in his 40s, a handsome young guy in his 40s. And his video titles are really defeatist. I can't remember his name, but it's like, why you don't need any friends after 40. Why time feels like it's going faster now, no matter how old you are, etc. Wow. Joey had an Olipop, actually. It was great. I had a sip of it. We each got a special drink at the grocery store. He got Olipop, I can't remember what flavor, and I got a coconut water that was flavored like orange cream. It was so good, I can't even tell you, but I might as well have had like a Dr. Pepper because it had a lot of sugar in it for coconut water. I love coconut water. Not to be controversial. So Joe, do you remember what flavor Olipop you had? All right, the Grand Market coming up. It's either going to be hot as hell in here, pardon my H. And I can't imagine having to work in here. Ingrid's a real pill today. She almost ran over my toes. I can feel the heat emanating out of this place. It almost feels like I'm going to walk through an oven. I think I bought a Celsius drink by accident one time. I can't really do energy drinks so much. They really kind of I don't know what the expression I want to use here, but crack me out. Like, I feel like I've done drugs or something. They make me angry. I tried a 5-hour energy drink once, and literally a half an hour into it, I just felt PISSED. And 5 hours into it, I just felt it dissipate. This is one of my favorite places to get cookies, but I'm really not going to get a cookie today, I don't think. Yeah, the older I get, the more reactive to caffeine I am. I usually just have like a cup and a half in the morning. I used to drink coffee all day and all night long and have no issues. This place is lovely to come to. There is another place down here called that is kind of similar to it but less touristy. And then there's also the Alameda Night Market on Friday, which I keep meaning to go to as well. I love this place. It's a great place to take people. It's a great place to visit. It's very authentically Los Angeles, but there are a lot of similar food court type places to go to also. But this is definitely at the top of them. Also, while you're down here, for just 50 cents, you can ride the Angels flight. Which doesn't really look like it's moving. Hey, Simply Sonora. Guys, happy Thursday afternoon. We are in Dtla catching some breeze. It's 86 degrees, but the humidity not super low, 30%. Feels pretty good down here. It doesn't feel as stifling as I thought it would. I'm going to be live streaming by myself all weekend because Joe is going to his niece's birthday party. Happy birthday, Joe's niece. It is definitely one of the cheapest rides in LA. But the Big Blue Bus, or not the Big Blue Bus is Santa Monica, whatever that, there's a bus that goes from Vermont and Sunset, or Hollywood, no, Sunset to Griffith Observatory, and it's either free or also 50 cents. Oopsies. He is going to be lit. It's bluey themed. Actually, I don't know what the theme is. I'm kind of bummed that I can't go, but it's Memorial Day weekend, and I have to tell you, we couldn't find an Airbnb close enough or cheap enough. And by cheap enough, oh, they're coming to get me. By cheap enough, I just mean inexpensive enough. Everybody's up there. Thank you so much. I will be live streaming all weekend long till Joe comes home. streaming, hanging out with dogs, wearing my shoes in the house. Woo! Woohoo! Eating Fritos on the couch. I don't eat Fritos, but I could. I like the idea of Fritos, but after like a handful or two, I want something more. How hot is it going to be when you're away? At least your mom has a pool. Don't forget that. Your mom has a pool. There's not much amok I can run, but definitely shoes in the house. One more pass around by Pershing Square. We got 2 more blocks before I hit 7. Let me check I'm going to charge my gimbal. Wow, I could take that bus almost all the way home. I think I've only taken a bus to downtown from downtown once. It's kind of a long ride compared to the train. Voila, we're charging. All right. Whew. I don't even know what they stopped for. I highly suggest if you want to see something, go back and look up Pershing Square pictures from the 40s. You can see how much better that park fits in with this whole entire downtown space than this geometrical kind of hot pocket sleeve. It's so hot over there. I don't know what Joe got his niece for her birthday. I don't know if he can say it on here. His niece watches all the time. She's 4 years old. Or she will be 4 years old. Crossing 6th, 7th is next. And I cross the street to the shadier side of the street. So her birthday's on Sunday. We'll send her some fireworks. Joe can pull the stream up during the party, and when he lets me know that they're on, we'll give him some fireworks. Sorry. Tio Joey. I'm surrounded by so much jewelry. Look at this guy. This makes... Oof. There are so many people smoking cigarettes. It's kind of a little nostalgic moment somehow. I was just transported back to 1986, the Mall of New Hampshire, the smoking section. We're at 7th. We're gonna go left, do a U-turn, and then go back. We'll just check out St. Vincent Court. It's always a treat. So this is rundown and oldie. Ooh, loose diamonds. But I kind of love this little thing. We've had lunch at the pizza place. It has a meal deal, 2 slices, a cola of your choice in can for $8.99. But the building that these two are left was Bullock's department store, and this was their food court. It smells so good. And it's ending right up here, but it's around the world dining, except I don't think the Chinese restaurant is open any longer. A pretty cute spot, though. That must have been the English restaurant, or the Bullock's Night. Huh? Don't sing loudly. And, you know, this is probably why Eleanor is going to be a hit, because I do not see a Dutch Crunch restaurant in here. So recently I saw on Hollywood Boulevard, I've yet to try it out, 2 slices and a can of soda for $10, which on Hollywood Boulevard was a good deal for 2 slices of pizza. But these guys right here, and they got tables to sit at. Let's see if it went up. $8.99. If you are downtown and want a mediocre couple slices of pizza for $8.99 and Diet Coke, you can go there. It's worth $8.99 for sure. All right, I'm gonna do a U-turn. Hey BD, here's a newsstand for you. I don't recognize any of those magazines. Chords. We love chords.
go.
Hot fun in the summertime. It's almost worth $5.99. $8.99 feels a little steep. The pizza was just pizza in shape only. If you really want me to go full hard, full stop, but I felt like it was pleasant. It was not. It would not be a pizza lover's pizza. Also, that was pizza clip art. That wasn't what the pizza looked like, and I definitely got pepperoni. Did you guys hit the like button? Maybe subscribe button, and maybe if you did that, chat. Thank you, BD. If you haven't, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Joey B, for your continued support. Thank you, BD, for helping me to remember to ask for continued support. Yes. Also, there's on Hollywood Boulevard, there was like a newsstand, I feel like every 2 blocks that was like almost half a block long. And now they're gone. I used to love, when I lived in Boston, that newsstand in Cambridge, Harvard Square in Cambridge. I love magazines, or I loved magazines. The problem with magazines is I never wanted to throw them out. We are at 7th and Olive. I'm a couple blocks away from the train station. Yes, exactly. For the first year I lived in Boston, I lived near Davis Square, which had an old-timey movie theater, an old-timey restaurant, a train station, a White Hen Pantry or Store 24. It's probably a 7-Eleven now. And it was a couple blocks from my house. It was kind of lovely. Little did I know that Somerville was exactly like living in New Hampshire, though, and so close to Boston in terms of liberalness. Right, I used to get music magazines like The Face. And more. Dog off a leash. We used to get a lot of imported music magazines, like German ones and Dutch ones. I remember getting that might have been a German magazine. I got some 45 of a song called, it was German because, like, Ich spiele Hockey, which was probably a euphemism. I didn't like the song because who wants to hear a song about playing hockey? The other thing I loved about Harvard Square was they had a Newbury Comics and a Tower Records. And I was also a big import record buyer. So it was kind of fun to be able to go back and forth to see which one had something. Also, there was a Baby Watson cheesecake in the garage. I think that was what that place was called. And there was some restaurant there where I would get a baba ganoush like wrap before wraps were popular. I was ahead of the wrap curve. That's sandwich wrap, that is. Also, the Tower Records and Newbury Comics on Newbury Street. That Tower Records was gargantuan. I love, actually, physical media like that. It was really great. I know. Hi, welcome everybody to the Boomer Wayback Machine here. But like, it was really great to get an album, or even some extent, like a compact disc, and be able to like read the liner notes, know who produced songs or wrote songs, and read the words and stuff like that. It was just super lovely. Hey, Tom. I feel like I learned more experience doing that than I do now, where you just download it, listen to it, and I don't know. City Library. Tom, it's great to see ya. CDs were really, really, really kind of weird when they first came around. Like, I don't think anybody knew how to quite market them so they wouldn't get stolen. So for a while, I don't know what order it was, but I remember them coming in a long rectangle box. And then I remember them being in like a plastic thing that needed to be unlocked at the cash and wrap. There's something about more tactile experiences, whether it is just sitting with the album cover or actually physically putting the record on and flipping it over. I don't know, that those kinds of things tend to make stronger memories for me. The smell of something, the way something feels, the way something sounds. A couple of those things combine to create the perfect sense poem of a memory. I'm kidding. Just wanted to sound deep for a second. Oh my god, Polaroids. Shaking them for really no reason, waiting for them to develop, and then seeing that your eyes were closed. My eyes were always closed. That's why I love the iPhone, because we can take 15 pictures, and one of them, my eyes are going to be open. The CD kits, but also the albums, or like, remember when an album had like special stuff in it, or would smell like perfume? Talking to you, Madonna. I don't know, it just became like a big experience, or more of an experience. I love the lyrics, but I also love to see who produced stuff and who wrote stuff. I also kind of shopped by record label. So if a record label had a couple of good artists on it and I couldn't find anything out about something I wanted to, or the artist that I wanted to buy, if they were on like this record label, I knew I would probably like them. And if not, we would be just reselling my used CD. SNES cartridges. I have a cassette. It's Pebbles. I think I told this story before. And a box of cassettes on meditation that my mother sent me. We have a record player too, and I think a good heap of records. I think the only reason we don't use it that often is I put it in a clever space that is not that clever or reachable. Is it a new mix? The version you heard. I feel like because it's her birthday month, I mentioned this before, there's all this Madonna stuff on my feed. Like all this like AI recreations of her in concert. Like a tour that we have on videotape. It's something that already exists, but they decided to remake it AI and it doesn't quite look like Madonna. This is where Joe takes over the conversation. I had an Atari 2600 and a PlayStation, like the first one, and then a Nintendo, the gray one. I don't even know the model number. Anytime I come down here to stream, I always start right here. Hey, Ozgay. Because once you go to the top of the stairs, it's like a nice little park that you can sit in with trees and set up your camera. I'm a side gamer. I've played a couple games and I like the games I've played, but I'm not as gamey as Joe, for sure. But there are a couple video games that I really have loved playing. That question's not for me, I don't think. We're just gonna walk by the old Staples Center. I'm gonna go and probably grab a water and hop on the train to get back home. I would love Joe to do the marble stream. That's a game I really don't play. Ozgay, we'll be on tomorrow also. I'm going straight through Sunday, and then I'm gonna take Monday off. My schedule, I think, for September is it's gonna switch to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I'm gonna bump the members video to dropping on Wednesday. I want to smell Wendy's. Speaking of games, has the Nightbot said it? We are doing a live stream GTA 5 tomorrow night at 5:30. There is a no, thank you. There is a page up already. What you could check out if you wanted to. But yeah, come on, we're going to Los Santos. This is open to every level of member. Los Santos, that's what it's called in GTA. Speaking of members, I don't know if I've thanked you in the past, I don't know, half hour. Thank you so much to members for your support. You help make things like this happen. I couldn't do it without you. There you go, Members Lounge. Bring your snacks, bring your maple leaf, your flower smoke, your flower, and your wind cloud. Woo! Bring it all. Bring your maple leaf. Bring your maple syrup. Oh my God, what were we watching? I was watching something old vintage Los Angeles the other night, and they were like, after blah blah blah, people head to the market pantry, which has been open for 70 years, which is now closed, very recently closed, and gone forever. I don't know what the Hotel Figaro is like now, but a couple of years ago, this was like 2015. It was kind of like had a revamp and was pretty nice. Kind of Moroccaned it out, which I know that aesthetic is kind of 15 years ago, so I'm sure they've updated it. But it had the best like pool and bar area. What's that? No, I'm just live streaming beautiful Los Angeles. Oh no, no way. Have a great day. I don't know what an auditor is. But maybe I could do that as a side hustle. Hey, BD, thank you so much. I don't always see that, so fireworks. Maybe I should not stand in the middle here. We're going to the haunted skyscrapers, and then I'm going to head back to the train station. Thank you so much, BD. Woo! I don't know what an auditor is. He was a limo driver. So the weird thing about giving away the memberships is you really can't pick. They just automatically go. It's a real... And sometimes you accidentally give one away to Rocket's Red Glare. We shouldn't mention their name here. All right. We've got like oh wait, some of them harass people for a ranch. Oh. Yeah, but that was a limo driver parked in a spot that a limo driver could be parked in. I'm not here to rile up people. That's for sure. I would get punched in the face if I tried to start that kind of channel. Like, immediately. Gotcha. I don't want to be an auditor as a part-time job. I feel like by virtue of what I do, I have often been in a position to audit police officers. We've seen some of them at their worst. When we went to the protests, we literally were looking up at an officer with a sniper, it looked like, trained, like kept training his gun on people down below, like near where we were standing. I can confirm T-Mobile is the best network, by the way. However, at Verizon, families save big. What the? If this isn't the Matrix, I don't know what is. Oh. Well, it was all for me until then. I really like the people that drive through New Mexico, and when they're stopped by Border Patrol on the interstate, not crossing the border, the federal roads paid for by their federal dollars within the continental United States, that people are getting pulled over and asking, if they're an American citizen, and then they just refuse. I am stopping by the store on my way home and getting chicken breasts, which I will marinate, and we will have salad and chicken breasts. A sunflower crunch salad. We really need to eat healthy couple days. That corn dog, so good. The night before we ate Dave's hot chicken, like after we ended up streaming. When Joe's out of town, don't say anything. I'll go to Popeyes and try their chicken sandwich. All right, back to the train station. I've got 2 more blocks to walk up. And then I am going to sign off till tomorrow before 12. Thank you guys so much for papaya salad. I'm kind of dying for a papaya salad. I feel like on last night's stream, that was one thing that we considered, like whether to get papaya salad. We were going to go to Bumsan also. But I swear, Bumsan is empty until we are right across the street or get closer, then it gets crowded out. I'm really happy with that restaurant we went to last night. And the lady said to us, I didn't hear her say this, but she said that we have to go back and try the K-pop fried chicken. Thank you so much. I need the big bucket, you know, the one they sell in the grocery store with the handle. With the vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. You could also send me an ice cream cake. So we have some things to celebrate. Our first year, we made 2,000. We've been kind of lax on the celebrating. So it's never far from my mind. We will be doing a Ghirardelli stream in September, for sure, 100%. We will be doing a cake celebration for our 1 year, for sure, 100%. Catalina, again. I'm gonna do it this month. I might have to go alone, but I've got you guys to come with me. Then, I think we have 2 other places to go to. One for Joey B. I never heard back from those people yet, so I can write them another email. I think that Back in the Clay said they didn't allow him to film there, so I just want to watch my step. My feelings get hurt very easily by not being allowed to stream. Yeah, I want Joe to come to Catalina too. You guys, I am now gonna sign off and hop on the train. I keep walking around the blocks, having too much fun. Thank you so much for being here. I will be on tomorrow before noon. Saturday, TBD. Friday night, 5:30 GTA. Meet me in Los Santos. Sunday, I'm going to look for an event, or the farmer's market. We'll be doing everything on the T-Mobile network, my old phone, because don't fix what ain't broken, I guess. Have a really awesome night. Michaela, BD, Ali, it's always great to see you. Ozgay somewhere out there. LA Unknown, my pleasure as always. Joey B. Am I forgetting somebody? I don't want to forget anybody. Anyway, thank you guys so much. So much. Simply Sonora. Will, of course. And Tom. I've got more up there, but I'm going to get hit by a bus. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Have a happy rest of your Thursday night. Bye. Let me do one fun little thing. Bye. It's a dinosaur. Woo! Also, Merry Christmas. I'll see you soon. Bye.